All right, let's do it. So, Rossi, hypothetically,
Yes, Judge.
and the 21st will be our last night of November.
Okay.
All right. So you pass it on. They do some things where we do a couple things in the daytime, like
21st is gonna be, you mean for night court? It'll be our last night for night court?
November.
Just like it supposedly back in September and y'all extended it again?
Well, I mean, obviously it could change, but I was told by McBurney and Ingram today that it was probably going to be the 21st of November. So you better get the stuff in. And two, then we'll do a couple probably like day counters every now and then, like some moat stuff to help, because there's really not a whole purpose anymore till they can get stuff caught up. So we'll do that. So let people know
Okay.
they want it heard really quickly. They got to hurry up and get it in.
So how's it gonna work moving forward when we have clients stuck in pre-indictment cases?
That's when you try to get on one of my day calendars.
Okay.
That's what they're trying to figure out, like, what it is. There's Mr. Jenkins.
Hey,
All right,
good afternoon. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. So you got Janice Smith there, Milton?
Yes, Your Honor, and Miss Lomri would like to speak to her attorney before she gets started.
All right, so just stand by. So Miss Smith, did you hear what your lawyer said?
Huh?
Did you hear what your lawyer said a little bit earlier?
No, she did not.
So your lawyer's going to file a motion, okay? And I'm sure she'll come and talk to you about it. So we won't hear your case tonight, but you still have a $1,500 good bond, okay?
Yeah.
So she's going to file a motion. It's just called an ex parte. You got that, Mr. Jenkins?
I do, and I figured that would be appropriate at some point.
Yeah. Ms.
Looking at what's going
you
on.
want to just leave it at 1,500?
Yes, Judge, that would be appropriate. At least
Okay.
so if there's any medication she can be prescribed, that at least they have access to her.
Yeah. So just if you send me that ex parte, Ms. Gerber, we'll take care of that one.
Yes, Your Honor. And Ms. Smith, I'll be out to visit you to explain more very soon.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. And then we got Enrique Weaver, number 3, Mr. Jenkins. She's also gonna file an ex parte on that one.
Yes, I put a note there based on what I read in the warrants there. Absolutely.
Right. All right. So I don't know. LT, if y'all don't want to pull him, you don't have to yet. But if he comes in 3 North, we'll tell him. Enrique Jenkins, he's number 3. I mean Weaver, excuse me.
No problem, Judge. Got it.
He was supposed to be in 3 North. LT.
Okay, I'll make a call out to the
Right, same thing.
jail.
Ms. Gerber, same thing. If you just send them to me, I'll sign them and get those filed, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. And he might be en route. I know that he was showing as in medical pod.
Oh, okay, yeah.
time I
LT's
looked.
gonna try to track them down. So are you covering for the Medinger case? Anybody know who's cutting Ms. Steffo? Are you covering that one? Ms. Steffo.
Mediger. What position is that, Your Honor?
Number 2, Tamika Lomrick.
Judge, I'm on the phone with Miss Lomrick right now.
Oh, okay. All right, that's
Okay.
Paige Mediger. Okay, that's the conflict lawyer. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and then you're covering that one?
I am, Judge. All the calendar I got.
Oh no, I was talking to Ms. Steffo.
Oh, okay.
Because that one's like a 301 days. I'm catching you up there on it, Mr. Jenkins.
Yes, you are. And I noted some of the same issues, to be honest. Potentially as positions 3 and 5, but I don't know if those have been discussed, certainly.
Right. Just wait on South Annex of Mary Etta to jump on. Mr. Jenkins, I've never heard from you about the ankle monitor calendar for next Tuesday. If you want, give me a shout and we can.
Oh yeah, well actually, I think a representative, Ms. Cash, reached out to me, and
Yeah.
I did respond. Yes, no. Since we're going to be dealing with those same cases, there's no need to meet whatsoever. Giving the public defenders enough, opportunity to do reach out to their clients. No, we're fine. And I'll see you. What date are we on for?
It's Tuesday, I think 22nd Tuesday.
Okay, I'll see you in the court, Judge. No, no, not necessary.
All right, yeah. So, and I think they'll try to do like maybe one more. I don't know, but anyway.
Right, we met earlier this week regarding the matters.
Right, yeah.
So we're all right.
Yeah, I met with McBurney.
We'll get it together for sure.
And I got I signed some of the bench warrants that I got today.
Yes, and just if there's anything outstanding, Judge, please let me know, and I'll get our legal assistance right on it and get those warrants to you for signature.
All right.
Well, since we're talking, did you get position 9? Did you get the communication that this case was true billed Isaiah Hill today?
Yeah, I got that one. I got in position
No,
8.
I'm sorry. Position 8. My bad.
Brady. Yeah,
Yes.
I got Brady. That one's off. So we've only got Lomri, Green, Meyers, and Haley Rowell left tonight.
Okay.
So they're gonna try to come up with a couple of day calendars for me to, I guess, like kind of do catch-all stuff, maybe bond, whatever.
Sure. Just give me a heads up when you guys get an opportunity.
Yeah, I told them just that I could do it kind of like Mondays, Tuesdays, or if they had, whatever, they just need to let me know ahead of time so we can plan.
Right. Absolutely.
Judge, your day calendars, are you thinking those are going to be in person or on Zoom?
Yeah, as far as I know.
In person?
I guess so, yeah. We didn't really get that far. We just got, I think they're trying to figure out like, because now you got all these people, after COVID, now you got a lot of people that are out there that either need bonds, ankle monitors, a big mess of stuff that we're just going to try to clean
Right.
up because it can't all go through 2B. So,
Right. Oh yeah. Well, 2B is busy enough as it is. So yeah.
right. I don't know if they could take more.
No.
So it's going to be an extra with that. So they'll do prelim, whatever,
Absolutely.
So they'll just have to find something. And I told them just let me know as soon as they want to start so that I can, somehow cover. Because I start back in person TPOs tomorrow too.
Okay.
Be ready, Your Honor.
All right. You ready, Miss Steffo?
Yes, Judge, I am.
All right, boss tickets number 2, Tamika Lomri, 23 CP 224376, 301 days without indictment. There's a $3,000 good bond as of July 16th on aggravated assault. Pre-trial.
In regards to Ms. Lomrick, 8 cycles, FTA in 2019, reckless conduct in 2015, ag battery and criminal trespass in 2012, terroristic threats in 2019. Nothing further.
All right. Go ahead, Miss Steffo.
Judge, Ms. Lomrick, as of today, has been in custody for 301 days without indictment on this charge. She is 33 years old and a lifelong resident of Atlanta. Her entire family is here, including her 2 sisters, aunts, uncles, and her mother. She does have 7 children. Unfortunately, due to her incarceration, her children have had to suffer and been sent to foster care as of recently. We do have housing set up with her through Women on the Rise. She's been accepted into that program, and upon release, she will start there. Prior to her incarceration, she was a back cashier at Wendy's, where she did for 2 years. I don't believe she'd be able to return anymore since she's been incarcerated for almost a year, but we would be working to get her a job once released. She does have a 10th grade education and plans on getting her GED. She does practice in religion. She's very faithful in her Christianity and used to go to a ministry in Forest Park. She does suffer from anxiety and is going to be on her anxiety medication through a woman on has spoken to the alleged victim in this case, which is actually her mother, Judge, and her mother does plan on writing an affidavit regarding this incident, and said that the incident did not occur the way the officers wrote on it, and that there was no violent actions taken out against her. So we are asking for the bond to be reduced to an amount of $1,000.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Jenkins.
Yes, briefly, Judge. In this case, obviously, this is a motion for bond reduction. We request that you deny defense counsel's motion, but ultimately we'll leave it in your discretion. Our concern, reading the warrant in this case in connection with potential mental health issues, and if she is in medication or scheduled to receive medication, I think the jail would be the best place for that. And that's my worry, because when she's not on her medications, then we catch felony cases, unfortunately. And so, as such, Judge, we leave it in your discretion in this matter, but the state still hasn't heard any change in circumstance that would apply to the bond reduction in this case. She already has a $2,000 bond and a location in place where she can have trusted and regular medication application. That's our concern. And like I said, I'll let defense counsel talk about whether any ex parte matters would apply to this defendant. Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Steffo, what do you think? I mean, I know
Judge,
she did Women on the Rise program previously. Is that still?
They are still waiting for her to be released. They unfortunately do not do bail assistance anymore. But Judge, arguably, I think that the jail is the worst place for someone with anxiety to be. And I don't think they're equipped to handle her or provide for her the way that she needs in regards to counseling for management for that anxiety. I think that the Women on the Rise program is where she needs to be. And I think that they're ready to set her up with counseling, housing, and getting her back to her children who need their mother and have been away from her for the first time for 301 days.
All right. So no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. Stay away from 1895 Plaza Lane. No further contact with Catherine, Tiggle. Tiggle. Yeah.
Judge, I believe the victim has requested contact, no violent contact. It is her biological mother.
Wait a minute, let me see. Oh, okay, yeah, previously said no further violent contact. Still have to stay away from that address. So I guess if you go see your mother, it won't be at her house, all right? Must enter and complete successfully the Women on the Rise program and abide by all conditions and requirements of the program. Must reside at housing provided by the program and supply that address as soon as possible. I think I already said no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. $1,500 good bond. Best of luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Milton. All right, 5 North. So that should be, are you Justin, Haley, Rowell? All right. Anybody, Miss Safarasi, is Mr. Gazzoli gonna show up?
I'll give him a call.
LT, you got anything from Marietta or South Annex? Or you're on mute, LT.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to make contact with them.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Judge, I reached out to Mr. Gazzoli. He didn't answer, but I also texted him. So.
All right. You think you could pull up his notes on number 4? Do you see it or?
We don't really have access
No.
like that, Judge. We each have independent files. So I just know
Okay.
nothing about this case, unfortunately.
All right. Stand by, sir. Okay. We're just waiting on Mr. Gazzoli. Now we got Marietta Annex here, so we should have Quintavious Green. Ms. Safarasi, this is yours.
Okay.
Hey, Judge, you said for green?
Yeah, we're ready for Green.
Yes, right here. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Here he is.
All right. We got position one, boss stick. It's Quintavious Green, 23 CP 217230, 107 days without indictment. As of August 13th, there's a $5,000 good bond on receipt, possession, transport of a firearm by felony first offender or convicted felon, theft by receipt of stolen property, and reckless conduct. Pre-trial.
One cycle in Florida, FTA in 08, and the theft by taking in 06, 26 cycles out of Georgia, terroristic threats, 6 counts obstructions, 3 counts criminal damage to property, obstruction, simple assault in 2015, terroristic threats, 2 counts criminal trespass in 22, simple battery, open 21 CR 003713G, battery 23 CR 004422G, and firearm by a convicted felon, open 23 CP 217230. Nothing further.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Safarasi.
Thank you, Judge. Also that open case, that last one, that is this case we're here for today, Judge. That's not a different case. Mr. Green is 35 years old. We do have a good address for him in Atlanta, Georgia. He has been here his whole life. His whole family lives here, includes his fiance, his mom, his stepdad, and just the whole family. He has his GED. He was working at HireQuest. He had that job for 4.5 years at the time of his arrest. He also had done construction and cleaning work. Judge, he paid. So this is a 2023 case. He spent about, I think it's 111 days or something. It was over 100 days he spent in here. He finally got to a bond where he could afford. He posted the bond. He got out, and then he couldn't maintain the payments, and so they surrendered his bond. He came back in the jail, and he's been in here for another additional 100-something days, Judge. And so they have not indicted the case. I filed a speedy on this case. There's nothing that we can really do other than keep doing a bond hearing. I've applied him to bail project, but I'm gonna be honest, Judge, the bail project keeps rejecting a lot of people lately. So I'm hoping if we get the bond down lower, they might be more incentivized to help him out. So I'm asking for a bond not to exceed $1,000 total.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Jenkins.
Thank you, Judge. We request that you deny defense counsel's motion at this time, as we have not seen any change in circumstance, though I must say that I was under the impression that his bond was surrendered because he caught a misdemeanor case against his brother back in July of this year. The first, I believe. There's a simple state court battery warrant, and that's the basis for the bond surrender. And then he was granted bond on August 13th of 2024. And so he has a bond. I haven't heard any circumstances that would suggest the change in the bond. And so we request you deny defense counsel's motion in this matter.
All right. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. Stay away from 3056 Bayard Avenue. No further contact with Carlo Castrillion, Castrillon. 3,500 and 500. Best of luck to you, sir. Thank you, South Annex.
Judge, that completes my business. May I be excused?
Yeah, if you just see if Mr. Cazzoli's around, his guy's been in 322 days.
I'll give him another call, Judge.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Let's see, Mr. Weaver. So, Mr. Weaver, your attorney is Ms. Gerber is filing a motion. So she's going to reach out to you tomorrow and there she is, and try to explain to you exactly what it is. Okay. So we're not going to address your bond today, but the bond that you already have will just stay in place. And it is a $2,000 $2,000 consent bond that was reached on August the 8th. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good evening. You can leave the booth.
And I'll be out to see you, Mr. Weaver. I talked to Miss Sheila today.
So Ms. Defo, I don't know if you spoke with Mr. Meyers. I don't see South Annex on here. And asked to waive his.
If they're not on, Judge, then I do have permission from him to waive his presence, but I thought I saw them on.
You see ACDC.
Is the James Conklin's
Oh, that's
not?
LT. No, that's LT.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can waive his appearance if we want to just do his bond.
So we can just sit here and look at each other, Miss Defo. Which one do you prefer?
Whatever you'd like, Judge. I haven't seen you in a while. No problems here.
Right.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Yes, South Annex's staff challenge at this moment.
Okay, well, she can waive his appearance. All right.
Okay.
All right, so we got this is position 6 and 7. It's Christian Meyers. So we got number 6, 24 PI 003 564 737 days without indictment. Not necessarily on this case. No bond as of May 21st on ag assault and unauthorized possession of a prohibited item by an inmate. Then we've got 24 PI 003 616 773 days without indictment. Not necessarily on this case. There's a $40,000 good bond on this case as of July 5th on aggravated assault. Wow.
But most of those cases that he had initially were dismissed or closed. And other cases he's pled out since been in custody. 3 SC 190020, riot, ag assault, battery, ag, 3 counts. Since 5/28/24, 1 year confinement, 4 years probation. 23 SC 190646, entering auto obstruction. 5/28/24, 1 year confinement, 4 years probation. Another open case. They probably consolidated the rest of them. 24 SC 003864, entering autos, 7 counts, 6 cycles, nothing further.
All right. Go ahead, Ms. Defo.
Judge, Mr. Meyers has been in for 737 days. It has been 150 days since position number 6 and 147 days since position number 7. These were in-house charges, and as we know at the jail, they usually charge everybody that's in the dorm related to any incident, whether they're involved or not. Mr. Meyers is 19 years old. He was born and raised in Atlanta. His entire family is here, his mom and his aunt and his grandma, as well as his 4 siblings. He's got a 14-year-old brother, 16-year-old sister, 11-year-old sister, and a 21-year-old sister. He also does have a 1-year-old son who he's unfortunately not had the pleasure of meeting, Judge, but he talks to him every day. And as much as the jail lets him get on those video chats, he does do those with him. He has an 11th grade education. However, we do have an array of GED programs lined up for him for once released. He has a stable address in Atlanta, Georgia, where he'll be living with his mother and his child. He was cutting grass prior to his incarceration, and he does suffer from significant childhood trauma that we are also working on getting him a mentor as well as into possible counseling for. And we are asking for count 6, Judge, for a bond not to exceed $10,000, and for count 7 for a bond not to exceed $10,000.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Jenkins.
Thank you, Judge. May it please the court. At this time, the state requests that you deny defense counsel's motions in both positions 6 and 7. In this case, not hearing any change of circumstance in these matters, I believe both of these cases have had their preliminary hearings. Both the allegations are that, of course, yes, he picked his cases up in jail and alleged to a stab who was a party to a crime of stabbing of an inmate, another fellow inmate. In addition to the recent at least 3 felony cases, convictions here in Fulton County of 23 SE cases, he has an open case in Judge Dunaway's courtroom. And so, unfortunately, he's very busy young man to keep it light. And so he has a bond position 7. I believe that should not be reduced in any way. And the fact that he's in no bond status in position 6 at this time, Judge, is appropriate based on his prior criminal history, his conduct at the jail, and further matters in this case. And so we request that you deny defense counsel's motion. Thank you, Judge.
All right, number 6, ending in 3546. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. No further contact with Bonanza Robinson. Is he going to live in Fulton County?
Yes, Judge.
All right. When he gets out, he'll have a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, and medical. The only reason he can leave his house, no further contact with Bonanza Robinson. 20,000 and 10,000. On position 7, no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. No further contact with Devon, Devon Scott. No further contact with co-defendants, Javion Cochran, Cockhren. No further contact with the alleged victim. Oh, I already said that. Devon Scott. No drugs unless prescribed, alcohol, weapons. He'll also have that 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, and medical. The only reason he can leave his house, 35,000. All right. Thank you, Stefo. Now we're
Thank
just
you, Judge.
any contact, Ms. Safarasi?
Sorry, no, Judge. I don't have a response. He says he's still in court, and I know he was in prelims this morning, so I guess they're having a really long prelim day. I could argue. I just don't know. Some of the. I don't know if he's from from Georgia and things like that. I don't know that information.
I think
I could argue off of like the warrants and what I see in Odyssey, but that's not necessarily good enough.
do you want, I think we could probably try to put, because we can control that, to put him in a breakout room and take him
Let
off.
me do a quick interview with him.
Yeah, do you mind?
Yeah, let's do that, Judge, because I don't. He must still be in court because he stopped responding to me. So I don't know what's going on. Must be.
Mr. Dukes, do you have the controller pulled up so you can take him off mute?
1 second, Judge.
All right. Mine's just not pulled up yet. So, sir, we're going to put you in a breakout. Oh, yeah, let me see if I can get it pulled up too. Hold on. Let's see. Wait, I know. Hold on. I think I can do this. Let's see. Or you could do it through Zoom if you just open it up through there. Oh, and that's it for you, Miss Gerber. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. I'll get those orders to you.
All right.
And Judge, may I also be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Have a good evening.
Thank you, you too.
Let's see.
This is ironic. I want to be the first to go. I'm the last.
Right.
Through Zoom, how, Judge?
You got it pulled up?
Not through Zoom. I was saying you can do it through Zoom, how?
Yeah, okay, so you pull it up. Well, let me see. All right, hold on. Let me get this. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make it be easier if I just kind of give me 1 second, Miss Rossi, and I'm hurrying. Promise.
No worries, Judge. If he might text me back in time too. We're still waiting.
Let's see. We got this. Let's see it again. Hold on.
Hey,
Uh,
just got off the phone with Tucson and Jackson is in there. She said they just finished with prelim.
Dang.
so what you'll do, Miss Rossi, because I think I got it open now where I could probably.
Let's go ahead. Let me do the breakout with him, Judge, because he still hasn't responded, and I don't know if he has the notes on him and everything. So
All right.
we can just do a breakout. I'll quickly interview him. I can do it real quick.
Let's see. He's in booth 3. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let's see. Booth 3. Is that 5 North?
Find your email that you sent.
Oop. One second. Come on. Come on.
The prelims are done. I'm gonna give him another call, Judge. Just-
Okay. Oh, 5 more.
Okay.
All right, now I think it's coming open. All right, let's see. Here you go, Miss Alfarasi.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, let's see. Where's it at? Where's his? Can you move him?
3.
Yeah, can you move it?
Move him to a different booth.
No, move him to the breakout room.
Oh, hold on. See.
I only made one, so just yeah. Why is it not showing up on the? Wait a minute. Ah,
No, it's not showing.
crap. Miss Alfarasi, it's not.
Yeah, it's only showing.
It's not even showing up on here as I can move it. Can you go tell her real quick? Can you go in breakout room 1 and tell her? Because I don't even see it in here as being able to move it. All right, so if you wait a minute, okay, your lawyer, we're going to try to move you to a breakout room so you can talk to Miss Alfarasi, but it looks like your lawyer just got out of court, okay?
Okay, no problem.
So if you just stand by 1 second, we'll be right with you. Miss Alfarasi, if you get into, oh, well. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to move you to that room, but I can't. I apologize.
That's fine.
That when we're all technologically challenged.
Well, but it's not even showing up on the breakout rooms for me to be able to move. You know, usually everybody shows up. Like I can move you, I can move everybody else, but that one thing's
And
not.
verbally challenged.
Right.
Judge, he didn't have the notes, but he had some information he remembered. So I'm gonna go off of that, and we're just gonna try.
All right. So we're gonna try this. If anybody can wing it, it'll be Miss Alfarasi. All right, sir. All right, last one, number 4. It's Justin Haley Rowell. 24 PI 001 345 322 days without indictment. There's a $5,000 good bond as of February the 26th on escape and forgery in the first degree. Pre-trial.
10 cycles, misdemeanor, driving with suspended license, FTA, and 23 misdemeanor theft by shoplifting. I believe an old burglar. It may have been a first offender in 2014. Nothing further.
All right. Go ahead, Miss Alfarasi, if you're ready. I know you may need to pull up the.
Yeah, Judge, I just want to look at the warrant just to.
All right.
So I don't even see the warrant for escape. So
one of them is where it's alleged that on the forgery he signed his brother's pretrial paperwork.
Judge, I mean, come on, 300 something days for signing your brother's paperwork
And escape.
That's been enough time. I think you should UJR. He's from here in Georgia, according to Mr. Cazzoli. He has family here in Georgia. We have a good address for him. I don't have his occupation. He didn't remember that, Judge, unfortunately. But again, let's think about the crime that we have in front of us. It's signing a pretrial release, and he spent almost a year sitting for that. So I think the UJR is appropriate here. The state can turn around and indict it if they want, which they haven't yet. So again, nonviolent crime. I think if any case deserves a UJR, I think it's this one, Judge.
And you got the escape. So, okay.
Is it because he signed the I don't see a warrant for the escape, unfortunately. I'm looking at the commitment packet. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's because he signed something illegally, which then someone, was released based on that. I'm assuming that's the connection of the escape, not our typical escape. Judge, again, 300 something days. Likely, if this ever got indicted, it'd be a time served situation. So,
All right. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, sir. Are you going to live in Fulton County? All right. Go ahead, Mr. Jenkins.
Briefly, Judge, yes, that's the escape. And sign his brother, and that might be a family matter. Court will leave it in your discretion in connection to a reduction in this matter, Judge.
All right, let's see. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. But we make it a $1,000 a piece through the sheriff's 10%. Come up with $100, sir? Yeah, you can. You got your
Judge,
brother out of jail.
Judge, I would just say this. I have a client right now sitting on a $20 bond, a $20 bond. So I know these numbers sound good to us because we went to graduate school. We make good income. We probably all make six figures, but not all of our clients do. Well, I don't know. I know Fulton does. I know Fulton, everyone got an increase. So I assumed we're all.
Well, I'll make them $500.
Low. Let me correct it. Very, very low. Barely six figures. Not six figures once the taxes hit. But again,
I'm gonna have to talk to Mr. Kenner about all these rich public defenders we got going around here. All right.
I heard you guys got the same salary base as we do now. That's what I heard. I heard we're matched now.
Okay.
So I'll do $500 for each count, and it'll be through the 10% program. Okay.
All right, Judge. Absolutely.
That's $10, sir. Come on. All right. Best of luck to you, sir. $10 to get you out.
Is the issue you can't sign? Is it someone can sign for you? Is that the problem? Is it the money or the signing? The money?
Yes, ma'am. I've been locked up for almost a year and I haven't been able to work, and I haven't had any contact with my brothers outside of jail, and I've been trying to call them. But
okay, we're gonna go ahead and put that on mute just in case he says something he shouldn't say.
Judge, please. The UJR, he's gonna sit here. God knows when our next calendar will be for this.
Bostic?
You just said you're cutting it in November.
Bostic?
No problem, Judge. He's been in almost a year for.
You'll take him, Bostic?
Yes, Judge. It's escaping something simple. He's been in a year.
All right. So UJR through pretrial level 1. This is your pretrial, not your brother's. Okay. If by chance you happen to send your brother over there, which I know you wouldn't. All right.
I know what you look like, sir.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate you.
Thank you for covering
me push on this one.
All right. Thank you, sir. Best of luck to you. And that's it for tonight. And I will see y'all not Tuesday because we have ankle monitor, but Thursday night.
Well, you'll see me, Judge.
Okay, I'll see you.
Sir, what's your issue, sir? What's your issue, sir?
Well,
I've already closed the thing, so I can't.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
Sir, somebody will talk to you when you get ready to be released. Everything will be explained to you. You're getting released through pretrial services. If you have any other questions, they'll talk to you then.
Well, I don't know. It may take a few hours.
It'll take up to 8 to 24 hours for somebody to process your paperwork.
Just be patient, okay? All right.